Hello, folks. I just watched Andor episode 8, so if I look like absolute that's why. Didn't even really dry my tears. They're still there. So if the eyes are bloodshot, if the face looks... If I look like a mess, that is why. Just ignore that. Just pretend. Don't look. This is not a normal Tuesday night, okay? We just witnessed some of the craziest shiz. Sorry, we're already coming out of the gate with expletives. I dried my tears and now I've moved on to just the sheer shock. I feel like I still need a whole week to process that episode, but I have another one to go, and so I think I need to just kind of trial by fire exposure, just keep going. I can't believe I just ingested what I did, and now I'm like, okay, well, next. We just, in my personal opinion, witnessed some of the most historic, craziest, intense, harrowing, insane, traumatic, horrific, emotional, moving, god-awful, any other words, just feel free to throw them out. Any other adjectives you want to contribute to this. All that shiz in Star Wars that we've ever seen. Some of the most Star Wars I have ever seen. And now we have to just keep going. Can episode 9 be a little bit of a breather? I needed to pump the brakes a little bit. I'm traumatized. I'm emotionally damaged. I cannot believe what the frick just happened. And if I think about Cyril for another sec, I'm gonna cry all over again. So we're gonna just keep watching. Okay, episode 9. Welcome to the rebellion. Jesus. Remember when I asked you to pump the brakes, Tony? Hey! My tears still haven't dried yet. See, I maybe needed a week between these ones. Oh.
This is the Senate chamber.
Oh my God, they're just arresting senators now.
No one help me! Gorman is being slaughtered! Remember this day! Remember Gorman!
Oh my.
Remember this day!
Have you seen the numbers? The Gorman dead? It's beyond belief.
The winner writes the story.
Well, they haven't won yet. I need to make a speech tomorrow.
They'll never let you take the floor.
At this point, anything is possible, but they've gone too far, and we all know it. And then we need to leave. Both of us.
I'm not going anywhere.
Nothing we will ever do will be as hard as hiding all these years.
Mom, I have to stay. We have to buy time. Yaba needs your leadership. I just can't go with you.
You'd be a hostage.
Work on the speech and be very careful. Be ready to leave the moment you're done. And be very careful.
Oh my God. It's getting so hairy for Mon. Oh my God, I didn't realize that her time here was so short.
If she speaks, we need to be ready. These credentials will work inside, but they scan for weapons at the entrance.
I'm not coming back. I'm done after this.
Done with what? With us? With all of it? You're tired. It's too much. It's too hard. The senator you'll be saving is about to risk everything, putting a voice to the atrocity you just survived.
I need to start making my own decisions.
I thought that's what we were fighting for.
So Cassian's gonna smuggle Mon. I don't blame him. He just saw the craziest freaking shiz ever. Come on, Mon. Snap in. She's been snapped in. What the frick am I saying? She's about to get full pedal to the metal. Oh my God. Yeah, how'd that crunch sound, huh?
It's not on our end.
So it just went dead.
She should really have security. Never mind, we're fine. Or are we?
How did you know I would be here?
Erskine Samaj works for me.
All this time?
He's protected you in ways you'll never know.
Isn't that wonderfully cryptic? Well, let me guess, in the end it's only you I can trust. Is that it?
Tonight, that's true. Bail Organa's team is corrupted. You can't leave with Bale's people. And you can't tell anyone what I've just told you.
Do you remember Take Homer, the banker? My childhood friend. How quickly all that
If you
happened.
go with Bale's plan, you'll be in a cell before sunset.
Right now, I'm more afraid of you than anything.
I'm sending someone I trust, someone I know I can trust. He will say, I have friends everywhere. I have friends everywhere. Those words.
Frick. He's been painted as going off the rails, driving everyone away, but he's still pulling strings, y'all.
I'm not sure I've felt this betrayed in my life, and I've had some experience.
I've tried to protect you.
And you failed.
This
I'm
is
sorry you
tea.
feel that way.
You're dismissed.
That is a little bit twisted and crazy that Luthen even had plants amongst her literal personal circle, her right-hand guy. Like, that is... He has his reasons, but... Does he? I mean, that is...
I wasn't sure you'd come. I shouldn't have told her about Erskine.
Is she speaking or not?
I don't know.
There's still some bridges you haven't burned.
We'll take care of that today. I'm not finished yet.
They're gonna find you, Luthen.
You act as if we had a choice. Eventually they'll hang us both, won't they? You see no truth in that?
I make my own decisions.
You appeared when I needed you. And here we are.
She threw him out. All we know about Bail Organa's team is that there's something wrong. It's hardly ideal.
Bale's people might be there already.
And if she gets arrested?
It all comes down.
True. Like, Mon knows all of them.
Ronnie,
Good job.
You'll have to float this morning. That's the best I can do today.
You've met just now.
What are we doing?
When she's done, we'll escort her to the plaza where there's a ride waiting. Gate 9, she'll meet us there. We'll pull the gear and meet you up there.
Prominent senators may try to challenge the imperial narrative on Gorman.
The chair has no intention of letting any of them take the floor.
This is about to get hairy, y'all. She's going off no sleep and she still looks amazing, y'all.
If you're brave enough to stay, I should be brave enough to go.
There'll be an escort team waiting. A team of 3. Get down there. Do what they tell you.
Do you know them?
Personally, no, I can't. It's not safe. Once I get you started, I'll have my head down. Tear the shit out of this place.
Heck yes, new Bale.
We shall submit a list of our fallen imperial patriots, martyrs who gave everything on the brutal streets of Gorman.
Oh god, this is insufferable.
Were there not voices raising the alarm about Gorman long ago? The only surprise about yesterday's insurgency was the savagery of the Gorman attack.
Watch the door.
Will you tell your people when it is one of your citizens who have been slaughtered?
One of Supervisor Jung's agents is calling from the Senate. She says it's urgent.
Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Get her.
Who are you talking to? Show me that.
Sure.
Hello.
I'd like to yield a moment of my time to the senior senator of Alderaan.
Here we go.
Thank you, Senator Irving. I'd like to invoke Article 17252. A said that a senior senator, in the case of emergency...
This makes me so anxious, y'all.
Without interruption, to another senior senator. I am invoking Article 17252, yielding the floor to the senior senator from Chandrilla.
Bale, you go.
Shut down the Senate feed. Shut it down.
Oh god. I already have chills. She hasn't even said a word.
Fellow senators, friends, colleagues, adversaries, I stand before you this morning.
Where's Java?
he was with you.
This chamber all had our patience and tempers tested in pursuit of our ideals. I am hopeful that those of you who know me will vouch for my credibility. I stand this morning with a difficult message. The distance between what is said
Shut it down.
and what is known to be true has become an abyss.
The death of truth is the ultimate victory of evil. We become vulnerable to the appetite of whatever monster screams the loudest.
I don't care if you have to cut power
She's
to the
eating
whole
it up.
chamber. Get her off the air!
What took place yesterday was unprovoked genocide. And that truth has been exiled from this chamber. And the monster screaming the loudest, the monster Eve helped create, is Emperor Palpatine.
Ooh, left no crumbs. Okay, now we're out. Go. Get out. Go, girl. Cried all over again.
They shut her down.
Senator, I was in Gorman yesterday. We need to speak. I have friends everywhere.
Detained immediately. She does not leave the building.
I know Luthen can be hard. But if he's right about this, just keep walking. I'll be right behind you.
Oh god. Oh god, run. Go fast.
Excuse us. The senator has a very important meeting to get to.
No, no.
We're here to help. Stand down, everyone!
Well, that
This is
escalated.
the authorized arrest. Call your supervisor now.
She's a rebel spy!
Okay.
Anyone else? Go, I'll get there.
We need 3 minutes.
I'm not... Shut up!
Put this on. We need to get to the rear loading dock. Welcome to the rebellion.
Oh, it's crazy.
They're shutting down the building.
Oh, frick.
They're at Gate 9. They've killed Young's agent.
Yeah, we didn't come to play. It's crazy how they're still able to build this much anxiety when we know what happens, but still.
That's my driver.
Will you help?
No, he's an ISP plant.
Turret!
What are you doing?
We found her! Who are you?
Well, keep walking. No, don't hit me with this music again, y'all. That shot, my god. We are so back, y'all. Yes. Is this the Bene Gesserit? What's happening? Oh no. Just
Who belongs to this?
Melcy.
Think that's mine?
You must be exhausted.
Is he back there?
Oh.
Made it out. Trying to save the day.
I low-key thought Will was toast, y'all.
They want her to make a speech. They want her coming in with a Yavin escort.
I'm not sure how to thank you.
Make it worth it.
Frick, y'all. Oh, that was so much. I thought Bix was gonna be gone for a second. I don't know why.
I'm done, Biggs. I've done what I can. place. Right here. I want to be with you.
Why do I feel like she's gonna leave? Because she knows he has a higher purpose.
We'll leave before it gets too complicated.
I think Bix is gonna leave without him.
Find some place quiet. There's still places to go to.
Oh, she's leaving without him, y'all.
The only special thing about me is luck. Nothing's worth more than this.
She's gonna leave. I think she's gonna subtract herself from the equation. Frick. She's holding him tight, but she's gonna be gone, y'all. She's... Oh my god. Oh god.
My love, you're sleeping now. I want to be brave, but I can't. I have to leave. I have to go away. I just know that I can't stay here with you now. I can't be the reason you leave here. If you ever give this up for me, and we have to win. We have to beat them. If you have purpose in making that happen, I need to believe that.
Oh my god.
I'm choosing the rebellion.
I feel so bad for him.
You can't stand there!
Nobody can have nice things.
And when it's done, when it's over, we can do all the things we ever wanted.
It's not gonna happen. He's gonna
Everything we know we've missed. I'll find you.
He's gonna be dead.
They're getting ready to power up the droid you brought in.
Well, at least we gained K2.
KX unit?
Give me some comedic relief after all this shiz, y'all.
Right. We have some protective goggles here.
I'll take a weapon.
He's like, I am not taking any chances.
I'm not sure that's safe. Hit the switch.
My favorite, y'all. Let's get it. Sounds like an exorcism. Oh.
Hello. If I've offended you, I apologize. If not, I'd appreciate you pointing that elsewhere.
Best character unlocked, y'all. How are you gonna go from ripping my heart out to give me some hope to cling to? Ugh. God. Sorry, voice crack. Jesus. What a crazy night. My God. To put me through all of that emotional, harrowing turmoil, and then you're gonna give me K2 at the end, like a little, here, kitten, we just beat you the frick up, but here's a little snack. Like, what the frick? Oh my God. Well, there's something to raise my spirits from the gutter where you freaking left me, Tony Gilroy. Jesus. My God. We traded one form of heartache for another, y'all. Frickin', I could not even have predicted that. Everybody was out here. All roads were pointing to, all right, something ominous with Bix. Something's got to transpire that takes her out of the equation, that really sets Cassian in play. And it's just bad omens forever. They seal her fate as soon as you learn, obviously, nobody in Star Wars can have love. Nobody in Star Wars can be happy. That applies directly to Andor as well, if not more so. Literally not a single healthy relationship in this show can thrive. Let me know if I'm forgetting one, but it's rare in just Star Wars in general, y'all. Not much comes to mind. So I know a lot of people were predicting that Bix was gonna, but I refused to believe that because she had already been through some of the most harrowing, traumatic, worst possible shiz in this show, I was like, that would just be the ultimate nail in the coffin. There's no way that they can do that. All of that for her to rebuild herself up just to kill her off. So I figured there would be some sort of alternative, but I did not think about that. Like, oh my gosh, that she willingly, voluntarily has to leave him, knowing that he has a higher purpose and that she is maybe, not holding him back necessarily, but she knows he's destined for bigger and better things. And while, yes, the most priceless thing in the galaxy in this freaking time period especially is just love and happiness and peace, and they could have had that. Cassian was literally setting everything up, orchestrating it so that it could be so, and they could just have each other and he could make a clean break. Especially like for him to go to her and be like, I am tapped out, I have seen the worst possible shiz ever, you are like my guiding light, my shining star in the sea of darkness that is this freaking empire. Like, for him to go to her and basically be like, let's get the frick out. Even after all that, I know she's saying that she's not necessarily brave enough to say it to his face. And yes, he would have talked her out of it, but for her to sit there and hear him, confess all those things, and that she is the only one, and that's all that matters, that's all he cares about or wants in life, after everything that they've been through and everything that they've fought for, like, yes, she is leaving him, but she's also giving up on that for herself too. Like, she's forsaking her peace in all of this because Cassian is the same for her. They found each other at the end of all the tragic, god-awful shiz that they have both freaking been through, and for them to be each other's rock in all of that, like, she is giving up on that for herself as well. If she were selfish, she would be like, yes, Cassian, take me away and we will go right off into the sunset and live out a peaceful life. That would have been the selfish thing, to be like, all right, my bags are packed, let's go. To, rob him from the cause, knowing that he has a higher purpose to serve, even if he doesn't see that for himself. For her to be his champion there, knowing that that will be the only way that he sees his path, his purpose in all of this. That is the most selfless thing, for her, who deserves to be selfish, frankly. Of all people, Bix deserves to be like, frick this, we have suffered enough, and we've gotten our revenge, and we've paid our dues. And for her to still forsake that and have to make that decision for both of them, knowing Cassian is not capable of making it for himself, that's crazy. Oh my god. How? This is just so freaking... How? It's like, we know what happens. We know that Mon gets out. We know that she, lives to tell the tale and is out here on Yavin, like calling the shots when we see her in Rogue One. Like, we know what her fate is. Yet how am I watching this entire sequence of them trying to make their escape and smother her through, like, the Senate? Oh my gosh. All of that, I still was like, well, what if it changes? Well, what if something goes wrong? Like, the same way when you watch Revenge of the Sith, you know what happens, but every time you're like, what if Anakin doesn't turn? It's like that bit of angst, that feeling of like, oh my god, it could happen. That's what I was thinking during this. How the frick are they still able to establish that much anxiety and just freaking heart pounding? It was crazy. Like, that was incredibly done, because you're already freaking an emotional freaking wreck coming off of Gorman, and at that point it's, gloves are off and everyone's at stake, and then to learn they are monitoring and especially targeting senators who they know oppose them directly and aren't afraid, and Mon's like the last freaking one. Like, her strength is insane. And yes, it is crazy to watch what happens on Gorman and then pivot to the Senate, where it's immediate that they are trying to do damage control and just rewrite history. Like, I will not get into it, but her speech, the relevance, it's prophetic from Tony Gilroy, considering he had probably written this years ago. The fragility of truth, and we see how quickly it's enacted. The fact that immediately following Gorman, they arrest the senator, of course, muzzle any sort of opposition immediately. So her speech, I knew everything about her performance in this show has been building to that. So, like, knew she was gonna slay, obviously, but it still was freaking stone cold, just freaking chills. Incredible, amazing. She is freaking amazing, and her performance, she needs to go down in history. If this whole cast doesn't get any sort of like Emmy accolades or nominations for this, something's wrong. Genuinely, I will single-handedly lead the campaign for all of them if I must. To circle back, to pivot from what we see unfold on Gorman with our own eyes, how horrific it is then immediately see the damage control, the silencing, the smothering, the just kind of diminishing of the storyline, and the immediate control, the immediate trying to steer people back on track, and how people are listening, how the weak-minded freaking senators who have already just sold their soul to the devil and just bowed down to Palpatine are going along with it because it doesn't affect them, right? I mean, that's what this whole thing highlighted. The whole moral of the Gormans is, look, you took a freaking successful, independent, established economy, this planet that was thriving, that everybody owned a garment in their own closet that came from Gorman, to go from that to what happened to them. And that's with a powerful economy. That is with an established society that was self-functioning, to be occupied by the Empire, and all of that to unfold, to cripple. And nobody, everybody turning a blind eye. Nobody gives a crap until it happens to them. It's the whole freaking tragic theme of this that is still unfortunately relevant to the world we live in. People don't care about this shit unless it directly affects them. So you see that unfolding in the Senate, people only speaking up if they had a citizen involved who was, injured or killed on the streets of Gorman. Then they care if it directly affects them. But other than that, zero empathy, and it's so easy to just listen to the oppressive powers that be that try to dictate the narrative and just bend the knee. This is crazy. This was just... My brain is so far beyond just comprehension. I need more than a week to process this. I cannot freaking believe the finale is next freaking week. My God. I need like a month to process even just last episode. I had to force myself to watch this one, y'all. I'm glad I locked in and I did. But to go from just how insane all of this, I really underestimated what the frick we were in for this evening, y'all. I was not prepared. Severe underestimation on my end. That is just crazy. This is some of my favorite Star Wars ever, and I'm trying to savor this because this just feels like a capsule, and we will never get something like this again, and perhaps that's okay. That is what is making this special. I don't think you can, even if you tried to replicate Andor and somebody else sees this and is like, oh my God, look at the buzz about this show, look how incredible it is. Even if you tried to replicate this, I don't even think that you could, because this is just so far beyond just anything. Frankly, I wouldn't even want someone to try to come in and be like, okay, let's try to make something cookie cutter exactly like Andor. No, that is not the point here. The point is just the standard of this show, the quality, the production. Like I said, even just all of the extras on Gorman, everything that goes into this, every single little detail, the scale, the writing, the script, the character development. I could go on. Every freaking department is pedal to the metal, dialed up to their best possible performances, and is giving this their all, and it is showing. And I don't think you could ever replicate this. This is a blueprint of its own, and maybe there's something beautiful about the fact that this is fleeting and they got their 2 seasons to tell this story. I'm talking like it's over. We still have next week, but I cannot believe that it's already over next week. But I just feel so freaking grateful that they were able to tell this story to full fruition with this budget. That doesn't hurt. This production level is insane. I really feel like a lot of my commentary tonight is just inadequate because this is just operating and buzzing on a level that I can't even reach right now because I'm still so emotionally broken down from the last episode. Like I said, I need a month to process that. That would maybe have been the one instance this arc alone. I needed some time between these to process. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural that I just watched all of this. I have a lot of healing to go do, and I gotta literally start editing this right now. So, briefly mourn and get my shiz together, pull myself together just to get right back into the arena. Thank you guys so much for watching. Holy frick. Let me know what you guys thought. This was crazy. I'm so sorry. I don't even care what I looked like right now. I just probably smudged the crap out of my eyeliner. I probably had smudged freaking everything on my face this whole time because we came out of this from sobbing our eyes out. Okay, I have to just go. Oh, this is so good. I'll see you guys. I can't believe it's the finale next week. Jesus, there's so much happening. I'm so overstimulated right now. I am so overstimulated right now, but it's okay. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Love this show. Love everything about this. Love Star Wars. And I'll see you guys for the finale. Lord have mercy on us all. Bye, guys.